And Rockbridge Bruins, RBXC. Last week, guys, runner-up finish at state in Class 5. 10 or so points back. I know you guys were had to be disappointed. You wanted to win. You guys have such high expectations. Talk to me about what it was like last week to turn around and you know, were you was it all disappointment and devastation, or were you able to, you know, take away some positive that, hey, you're still second in the state?
I think you know, after state, obviously we had a bad taste in our mouth, and like, I think a lot of us weren't happy with how we got out at state, and so we couldn't make defining moves in 4 or 5K because we spent a lot of energy in the middle of the race. So this race, even though it was obviously a deeper field, we wanted to make sure we established ourselves early so that way we could actually have like room to make up big moves in the end of the race, and it worked out for us pretty well. And our freshmen closed our spread very nicely, and you know, it's just a process of learning, and I'm glad that we were able to have this extra race after state to put together one more time.
Phenomenal race, guys. 4th overall, 228 points. I'm trying to think if any other Missouri team's ever done better since Missouri was moved to the Midwest from the Heartland. Just any other thoughts on just initial thoughts and results on today's performance?
Yeah, I think as a whole, like, you know, we're really excited and we're really proud of each other, and I think, like, you know, yeah, we before the race we kind of said, hey, let's just all put it together on the same day, and I think that's kind of what we did, and it's kind of the only time we've done it all season, and so, you know, being a week after where we would want it to happen, we're not that mad about it. But yeah, we might have a chance to make it.
Get one of those at-large bids. Individually, Andrew, talk to me about your race. 15th overall, or I'm sorry, 17th overall for all region honors.
It was all right. I mean, I came here wanting to qualify, and that was the goal. And I fell pretty short of that, but I mean, I wanted to have fun, and I think that's what I did. And you know, I went out quick. It was a pretty good learning experience. Just couldn't really close when I needed to, and that's okay. But yeah.
What about that pace, man? That was quick pace.
Yeah, it definitely went out fast. And I kind of put on the brakes a little bit after that first K, thinking that those guys were going to come back, which some of them did.
Most of them did, yeah.
And I mean, then you know, my last like 400 meters kind of sucked, but that's kind of the price you pay when you go out and, you know, under 240 for the K or around there. So yeah.
Ian, just missed all region, 22nd place finish. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that one definitely kind of stung. I definitely, like Andrew was saying, that first K kind of got my head a little bit. Would have liked to work more during that second and third K, but at the end of the day, I'm just really happy with my team's performance. Especially after last week. I know we were all a little bit disappointed, but on the way over here I just said, like Andrew was talking about, let's all put it together on the same day. We've had a couple PRs on the team today. I'm just really excited, especially for the growth of my guys, and just how we did today as a team.
Ty, you were 100 even. Talk to me about it and help in a huge field, top 100. I'd be thrilled with that, but tell me just about how it went and what it's like getting on the podium with your guys to finish your career with 4th place trophy.
Yeah, like all my career I haven't like been in a spot like playing a huge role until this year, constantly being like the 3 or 4 on the team. And it's actually funny, last year at the state meet I was 100th, and so I think that just goes to show like how much growth I've been trying to put in for these guys. This is definitely the most I've cared about a team ever, so just trying to like, you know, step up and change that 100 at state to 100 at regional, and then hopefully we get a chance to see what I get at nationals. But you know, it feels good though. It feels good, especially knowing that we've got like me and Hudson having to be an example for these two guys who are right behind us. Just trying to teach them good habits, show them how like the Rockbridge culture needs to be done. Yeah, it's exciting.
Well, Hudson, you close your career, well, hopefully not, hopefully one more race, but 105th, and last week had a huge race, getting all state. Tell me what the last 2 weeks have been like.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks have been kind of crazy. I just want to give all glory to God for just giving me the opportunity to run some crazy fast times. I didn't really. My goal was to get all state last week. I didn't know if it was in the cards, but kind of as that race progressed, I thought, you know, I think it's gonna happen, and so just to have that was all right. But that means nothing if we didn't win, and so that's kind of how we felt, and I felt that same sour taste as the rest of these guys here. And I think Andrew was right when he was saying that we kind of all had to put it on together at the same day, and we definitely did that. Like, huge shout out to Ty for he had probably his best race of the whole season, and me and him have been our 3-4 almost all year long. And our coach, who isn't here today, but he was just always preaching Hudson and Ty work together. Just you two are such a key. If you guys can be close together, our team's gonna have success. And both of us being just 3 seconds apart was probably one of the biggest reasons why our team did so good. And then Luke and Kemey just finishing off their season with great freshman yards.
And Tucker as well, coming off of injury and sickness. You know, we always know he's gonna hold it down for us, and he's doing good.
Tucker, talk to me about rejoining these guys today and being on this 4th place regional team.
You know, it's really just cool to be a part of. I mean, watching them is super inspiring, and just being a part of the team is all I could really ever ask for.
Luke and Matthew, what's it been on this ride with these upperclassmen to be a part of this 4th place regional team? Any thoughts on it?
I mean, it's been pretty fun. I didn't really know what to expect, but it's been fun. What's going on?
Yes, I just love to ride.
All right. Tell me, the mute freshman, right? No announcements, guys. Luke or Ian have not given up running for swimming with the jackets.
No.
All right, just checking here.
I dabble a little bit, spare time. You know, I'm taking swimming lessons actually right now. They got me in the 3 to 5 year old division. I'm pretty bad. You know,
I've been swimming since I came out.
What are you talking about?
And what's this? If this is it, what are you guys going to take away from this season if that at-large bid doesn't come through?
I mean, we were pretty good. I think we've been one of the best teams Missouri's ever had. I definitely think we're the closest team Missouri's ever had. We know how to have a good time. We know how to get work done. And at the end of the day, we all love each other.
Yeah,
that's all you can really ask for the team.
I think we're the most diverse team. I think we've learned so many lessons of how to just be a team, be brothers. At the end of the day, we all come from different backgrounds, have different stories, but when we all put it together to have the same goal, it works out really well. And I think this goes to show that.
And what it's like being a program with such a great girls team, and you guys are, successful, no matter what race of the meet it is.
It's actually really cool. I mean, I think a lot of teams, I think even a lot of schools in general that do this whole running thing, they have 2 different coaches for 2 different sides of the team, and they're pretty separate. But it's really nice, showing up every day to practice, being able to have a community and a safe place, and it's pretty cool to just be able to go on trips like this, with a whole squad, and not just the guys team or just the girls team. It's pretty cool that we have both. So yeah.
And hopefully, again, that at-large berth comes through, and you're taking a free trip to Portland. But if not, for you seniors, what are you gonna miss about these guys? And any thoughts on is the program in good hands, or is it gonna fall apart once you guys leave?
It's definitely in good hands. We got some guys who are next up for sure, and Andrew leading this group next year. That it's gonna be in good hands as long as Blackburn's there. Rockbridge is always gonna be a contender, but I think just as a whole, what I'm going to take away from this season, or just what I'm going to miss about it, is just how cross country has just given me a family and a group of guys that kind of give me like a purpose, something to do every day. Like if I have a boring day, like maybe in school, I know I can just look forward to practice because it's going to be like basically just like a new start. So yeah.
I'm not really worried about, you know, their future after I leave. I think they've established themselves as like, you know, the next up. And definitely like, I might be like a complete contrast to Hudson, where it's like, this team's like taught me like something to be responsible for other than myself. Like when I do like, I don't know, like crazy things at school or like after school or that stuff, like, I don't know, just always thinking about like people other than myself. And it's like way easier to like hurt in a race or like make the right decision outside of school or anything whenever like it's also them I'm putting on the line, not just myself. And so it's something that like it's almost like a second family, you know. So for sure.
Andrew, what are you going to miss most about these guys next year?
You can go first.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Over the past 4 years, I've seen dudes come and go. This class of 2023 has been really important to me, and I haven't really had such a close bond with a group of people before. All of our past teams have been good, all of our past teams have been close, but this one was really just about bringing people who hadn't necessarily done much of the sport together and trying to make that one big family. And I think being successful with that has been the most important thing for me this season, and one of the best things I've done in the past 4 years during high school cross country.
You looking forward to next year, Andrew, or are you going to miss these guys too much?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to miss these guys a lot, but you know, like, you know, it has to happen. And like the same thing happened with, you know, my freshman year, my brother leaving, like last year, like a lot of key guys leaving. And, I mean, it's exciting for the future, but at the end of the day, like I grew up with all these guys through different sports and just stuff like that. And so it's for sure going to be quiet on a lot of runs from now on and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, I mean, we've built so many memories and just we've had like so much fun, more than it's been like serious, which I love like so much. And so at the end of the day, like having just guys like this leaving, it's gonna be hard, but yeah, I'm for sure excited to just keep going. So yeah.